Hello and a good day. We are from Group Tesla. Now we are going to explain about the security measures and safety.
Okay, this is our group members of Group Tesla. From left, start HASWiN, anak lelaki SUDESKUMAR F1004. Second, Muhammad NAQIB KHARI F1034. Third, we have Muhammad IQBAL bin Abdul Aziz F1032. NURUL SAFFIAH binti RUSLAN F1004, and the last one is NURUL BINTI HARIDAN F1008.
When it's come to interesting moment, that was when our exploration activity was held. It was a lot of fun since we had to work in teams to find 10 mosquitoes, research topics in the library, and do many other things. We were able to generate some lovely moments using this kind of activity.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad IQBAL Abdul Aziz. My matrix number 23DLS20F1032. Today I will explain about definition supply chain disruption. A supply chain disruption is any event that causes a disruption in the production, sale or distribution of products. Supply chain disruptions may result from a variety of unintentional causes such as accident or natural disasters. There can also be intentional supply chain disruptions. Intentional disruptions may include theft, contamination, sabotage or a terrorist attack.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Madam Shamariza. My name is NURUL RUSLAN. My matric number is 23DLS20F1004. As for today, I will explain for 5 factors that may cause disruption in distribution activity. For the first one is replacing an asset. It can be expensive decision. So as an organization often choose to replace its asset when the repair and maintenance cost will increase beyond an acceptable level over a period of time. As for the second one is service failure. So for the service failure, when a service occurs, a customer will expect it to be compensate the inconvenience in the form of any combination of refund, credits, discount or apologies. Next is insurance provides compensation to the buyer or also seller for the loss of damage of goods whilst in the transit due to the perils associated with the transportation. For the fourth, the contract for delivering of goods is a very important part of a contract between a buyer and seller relationship. For example, bill of lading, which is a legal document, is issued to the legal receiver of the cargo. Okay, for the last one is the delivery delay. When the distributor delivering product to the customer at the shortest possible time is a challenge for all logistic industries. For example, the distribution center will send a product to the customer at a possible time is really challenging to them. So any delay in the process of placing the order till the replacement of the stock is called as the delivery delay.
Now I'm going to explain the 3 measures of planning logistic security. First is the international security measures. The international measures to combat the terrorist attack are differ from one country to another. So the United States is the largest economy in the world which is using this following system to enhance their logistics security. First is the Custom Trade Partnership Against Terrorism, Free and Secure Trade, Container Security Initiative, Secure Freight Initiative, and also the Advanced Manifest Regulations. Second is the strategic security measures, which is a risk to supply chain integrity come from the external environment has this growing evidence that the very structure of supply chains is a cause of vulnerability. So these emphasize on linear to inventories and outsourcing to the third country has created a situation where supply lines are longer and inventories linear. To help deal with this phenomenon and how it might be impact to the supply chains in the long term, it's occurred to four pillar of supply chains resilience can be implemented as in the four elements. The first is visibility, which is the ability to monitor and track supply chain events so that a corrective action may be taken quickly. Second is flexibility, being able to utilize the alternative in the supply chain to help to the minimize or avoid the disruptions. And the third is collaboration, which is the develop and collaborative relationships with the supply chain partners to help to minimize the impact of any event, which is for example the alternative sources of supply. And the fourth is a control, ensuring that the policies and procedures are in the place, that they are actively monitored and effective corrective actions. It's all the taken promptly. Last measure is tactical security measure. These measures are much more concrete and are often orientated toward smaller steps and a shorter time frame along the way, which is the items such as key and or vehicle alarm and or windows and immobilizer can take into the consideration ensuring safety of the vehicle. The monitoring of these sites, routes, vehicle and staff through security has escorts, which is the RFID and barcoding for product and the tracking, the GPS, and also the telematics for vehicle tracking. These are the example and also the key elements of this measure. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad NAQIB KHARI, number matric F1034. Okay, I will tell about impact of supply chain disruptions. First, we have increasing cost. Second, the firm's ability. Third, lack of flexibility. And last one is factory closures. Okay, the first one, increasing cost. The cost of supply chain activities will be increased because they need to pay more to solve the problems that the company face during the disruption occur. Second, the firm ability. It may affect the firm's ability to plan their international shipment and distribution activities. And third is lack of flexibility. Lack of flexibility hinders the ability to address customer demands for personalization and customization. And the last one is factory closures. Okay, factory closures. The company's profit is decreasing by day by day, and the debt dumping is delayed. So this will cause the factories to close.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NURUL binti HARIDAN and my matrix number is F1008. Here, I will explain about the benefits of supply chain and logistics security management. Supply chain security should be a high priority for organizations, as a breach within the system could damage or disrupt operations. Vulnerabilities within a supply chain could lead to unnecessary costs, inefficient delivery schedules, and a loss of intellectual property. First, shipping optimization. Reducing the number of separate distribution channels and making use of logistics specialists could reduce the distribution costs relative to the competitors, helping to maintain stronger cash flows and profits. Second, stronger cash flow. By running an efficient supply chain that based on good supplier relationships, maintains strict quality, stock control, and keeps a watchful eye on costs and prices, can greatly benefit a business liquidity by improving cash flow. Third, better visibility and data analytics. Business managers can keep in constant touch with suppliers using mobile phones app, conferencing platforms, and share dashboards. Software tools such as C-Code, Code Notary, Contract Security, and others can also help manage the stock level efficiently, track distribution channel, and monitor business performance. And the last is reduce inventory and overhead costs. An efficient supply chain can reduce the need to maintain inventory, therefore cutting overhead costs associated with storage and security. However, a very lean inventory increases pressure on distribution networks and reduce resilience to supply chain shocks.